The Duke of Gordon Monument is situated on the top of Ladyhill in Elgin. It's really easy to find at the top of the High Street. If you are arriving by car, you will need to park in a nearby street or the multi-storey in the town centre. The multi-storey is free on a Sunday, and it's a very easy 5-minute walk to the monument from the centre. Ladyhill is where King Duncan I died after his bruising encounter with Macbeth. This natural hillock rises quite steeply out of the former floodplains of the River Lossy, making it the perfect location for a castle. The early fort was made of timber and earth, and nothing of it survives today. King David I took control of Murray in 1130 and constructed Elgin's forbidding stone castle here and used it as his power base for the area. The castle is now a ruin and not much of it remains. The name Ladyhill is thought to have come from the Chapel of Our Lady, which was at one time attached to the castle. Jumping forward in time to just after the First World War, a local MP funded the building of this memorial garden and 2 cottages for war veterans. The cottages are named. The right-hand one is Solva and the one on the left is Mézines. Mézines was a battle which took place in France in 1914. Solva is thought to be a misspelled reference to the landing at Suvla Bay, which was part of the Gallipoli campaign in 1915. The names of the 461 men of Elgin who lost their lives in the war are engraved on the memorial on the plainstones in the town centre. We're not sure if the cottages are occupied today. They looked empty when we visited, and we could find no reference to them currently being lived in.
And now a mountain of steps.
Well, I guess the only way is up. George Gordon, the 5th Duke of Gordon, was born on the 2nd of February 1770 in Edinburgh. He was educated at Eton and as a professional soldier rose to the rank of general. As the Marquis of Huntly, he served in Flanders from 1793 to 1794. He commanded the 92nd Highlanders in Spain, Corsica, Ireland and the Netherlands from 1795 to 1799, and he also commanded a division in the Walcheren expedition of 1809. A Freemason, he was Grand Master of the Grand Lodge of Scotland from 1792 to 1794. He was a Member of Parliament for Eye in Suffolk, Baron of Huntly in Gloucestershire, a Privy Councillor, Keeper of the Great Seal of Scotland and Governor of Edinburgh Castle. The Duke was in constant financial difficulties. His wife, Elizabeth Brodie, daughter of the very wealthy Alexander Brodie of Arnor, Kincardineshire, paid his debts. She was a court servant to Queen Adelaide. He acquired the posts of Lord Lieutenant of Aberdeenshire, Chancellor of Marischal College, Aberdeen, and was Lord High Constable of Scotland at the time of the coronation of King George IV. At the time of his succession to the dukedom, he'd established a reputation for being an extreme reactionary. He steadfastly opposed the Great Reform Bill, and when most of the Tory peers opted to abstain, he remained one of the 22 stalwarts who voted against the third reading of the bill in the House of Lords on the 4th of June in 1832. The Duke died at Belgrave Square in London on the 28th of May 1836, aged 66. Although he fathered 3 illegitimate children, none could become heir to his dukedom, and so the Dukedom of Gordon ended.